Hello and welcome to another AllReitz Group video. Max here with you again. Today we're talking to you about using Windows in the Apple ecosystem. If you take a quick look at our YouTube channel, you'll definitely notice there's a lot of Apple videos. That's because we use all Apple hardware. But that doesn't mean we're running in a Windows-less environment. So stay tuned and we'll take you through how we're using Windows in the Apple ecosystem. Let's start with a simplified breakdown of what I mean by our company runs on Apple hardware. Each member of AllReitz Group uses a MacBook Pro as our primary computer. Because it's a laptop, it gives them the flexibility to work from home and any other remote locations when they need to. When we're at the office, everyone has a docking station at their desk that they can use a single plug to hook up multiple monitors, USB accessories, Ethernet, power, and anything else they might need to. We use a Mac Mini as an on-site file server because we found out the hard way that cloud storage was not built for video editing workflows. If you're interested in watching Jake and I unbox that, be sure to check it out in the video description. So I'm sure by now you're asking yourself, how does Windows play into all this? Well, everything I just talked about covers the hardware we use, and the reason it's Apple heavy is because that's the setup we find works best for our creative work, like this video. But creative work is just a small part of what we do. Our main focus is IT support and business consulting. And both of these services are much easier to manage in a Windows environment. So, not only does everybody have their personal MacBook Pro, but we also set up a virtual machine for everybody, which gives them access to a Windows computer from pretty much anywhere they need it. For those that don't know, a virtual machine, or VM, is basically a computer that's running inside of another computer, or a computer that you can't physically sit at to operate. You have to access it because it's virtual. There are a couple different ways to set up and use VMs, but today I'm just talking about how we use VMs to use Windows in our Apple ecosystem. So our office has its network, and everything on the network communicates with each other, and we can communicate with the network from outside using a VPN. If you're interested in checking that video out, we'll leave a link to it in the video description. So using Microsoft Azure, we built a virtual network with a very similar structure to the network we have here with the computers and the servers, except everything over there is running Windows. It's kind of like we have a second building set up with its own network and infrastructure, and everything over there is built on a Windows ecosystem. Then I can basically access that network over there using the remote desktop app from my Mac, and I can run Windows and Mac OS all from one device. I will definitely admit that after a while, if you do it long enough, it does start to feel like one operating system. So as I mentioned, this is how we're using VMs so that we can run Windows in our Apple ecosystem, but there are tons of ways out there to do this. If you're interested in learning more about those, reach out to us in the comments or come find us on your favorite social media. We'll also go ahead and leave some software linked in the video description if you're interested in trying to set up your own VM on your Mac. So as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.